As you know that we have started collaboration series and today we learn Xampp server and today I'm going to teach you how to build up a website. Before going further, as I told you that I will try to speak slowly. I try to use words simple that everybody will understand. As you know, there is no such accent in the word which someone or other communities always does not understand. Since I use break with each word, which means a space each word, I use clear word and pronunciation. I am glad here that a lot of people said they do understand. Regarding this video, even if you are an expert, you will find a lot of useful information. It will clear your concept of any type of CMS, content management system. Now, what is this stuff? You will know when you start working about CMS. However, remember, this video is designed for people who are not aware of computer and have a very basic knowledge. So, I will use simple layman terms, not so technical, so they can also understand. My target is to make you fully expert just in a day. I will explain all that you may not find difficult and will try to make it simple and using Zoom or screenshot so that you do not miss anything. I have seen many videos online, but they are not detailed and missing basic information. Specifically, if you find an issue, then you have to read tons of forums online to solve that issue. My purpose is not to make a channel or subscribe it. I simply want to train my own staff and to give them a concept so that next time they can make a similar video like this one. If you find this video good, then write a comments or any suggestions so I can correct myself. Thank you in advance. Yes, I understand AI can build a website for you, but absolutely wrong at this time. AI cannot make the CMS system. CMS is a complex and very wide range of links. Yes, it can help with the coding. Anyway, let's get back to the topic. Today, we will start installing Xampp server. I also made a video about Xampp. I try to give you a link somewhere here or possible in the website www.businessmember.org. Going ahead, what is a server? I won't go in detail or further classification types, etc. A server is a name of computer. I try to give you example. You have two computer, one in your room, another second one is another city. The computer, another city is called server, or we can call it servant, which will serve you and you ask for bring me a coffee and servant will give you a coffee. So as he is a servant, will obey your order. So it is the same way word of known from server, simple server. So in a summary, there is a two computer. First, your own computer, which is in your office or room, will give a name client. Second computer, which is another city, will give the name a server. By the way, second computer can be next door or another country. And within your own computer, You can make a two partition, then you make one computer into two computer. Single computer divided to two. So isn't it amazing? So one called client, one called server. I'll explain you later. When you go further in this field, you will hear often these words. Server, which you already know. The first is called shared server or shared hosting. You and me share the same computer and many others. It is like a traveling one airplane. We are all together traveling a same or destination. Means one computer can hold many websites. So it's called, of course, it's called a share server or share hosting. Second one is called dedicated server. So you use entire computer only solo. You host your own website, just you and you are the only one. So you own the computer. Then third one we call VPS, virtual private server or VPS hosting. Part of computer you own, let's say total computer hard drive is 300 gigabyte and you want to share between three people and three website, so each one can get equal to 100 gigabytes and one computer share equal memory and other resources, so that we can call it VPS. So fourth one you can hear sometimes is co-location. It's rare people understand. This is a term, is data center where you get entire rack and generally we call it space you get. Now inside of rack you will hear 1U means you get single rack space, one unit technically. It costs you somewhere from $50 per month and you have to bring your own computer. Or you can call it server and fit in that one U. And half rack is cost approximate $500 per month and full is about $900 per month. And hosting company gives you electricity and internet and high speed T1 and T2. So co-locations, you can get full room and you can get many rack depended how big room it is. After recording, I just thought about that. You might ask that what it is this. This is just a simple computer. And of course, we use it as a rack, as a server. It's more used, technically it's just a computer. You can call it slim computer. And of course, now we can call it as a server. It comes a different shape. This is open part and you can see fans, memories, and different parts of that, and this is all hard drive and one server, and you can use it as a rack. Actually this is a rack, entire rack, and then one of the computer is protruding out is called 1U, and you can call it as a server actually. So in the same way that you can put it in a fancy room and then you can call a data center. It's the same computer, each a single computer, very organized, very clean actually. So another thing is that you might ask that what is cloud computing. I can give you very layman terms, and then definitely you'll understand. Let's say a lot of people are accessing for one website. So let's see as a green, you can see as a one website, and then one computer they are accessing. But if you have lots of maybe 10,000, maybe computer can crash. So in this case, what you do that you can connect all of the computer together. So once you connect all of the computer together, and then it can go as a green, simply. So you can do from your laptop if you have connect so many laptops together, and it's based on accesses. So all the laptop will not work only if there is a load actually. So it will automatically kick in and start helping you out or to website as assistant, right? So that's called a cloud computing. Very simple. It's just a one computer, but if you have a load, more load, and then all of the computer kicks in automatically and they help you out as a support. They say, okay, don't worry about that one. Usually you don't pay for, if you don't use them. So you can connect a lot of computers. So in other terms, you can see a Xeon server. Xeon is just like a term of Intel brand actually. So it's just a term. It's like it's not a server. It's just, but because it's used as a Xeon as a server, that's what we call as a Xeon server. But technically, it's like an Intel. You have a Pentium, you have a Dual Core, i5 kind of stuff, right? So it's the same thing like your regular computer, but because the Xeon is used for technically for server, it's a very robust system actually. The servers usually use very more rigid hard drives, more rigid equipment, so that it will work 24/7. So that's why they gave a special name for this on Xeon servers. So anyway, so now, let's come back to the real topic. Today we will learn how to install Xampp server and make a website on that server. Xampp is just a software which has MySQL and PHP and Apache HTTP server, etc. These components are or software we need to run website. Xampp is open source software and you can download for free and practice in your own computer, or to make a website locally, or later you can upload to hosting company. So worldwide people can see it. By the way, you can make your own computer using same Xampp server and hosting in your house website. Xampp servers can be implemented on Linux, Mac, or Windows. XAMPP is just only for good for Windows. Now let's start about the Xampp server. I know this detail is enough. Just in future you will keep repeating the same word so you understand what I said in before. So don't worry about that one. This subject is so simple. Today my promise is that you will really learn Joomla, or understanding how to make a website is called another software, and how to run a Xampp server. Later, let's see my team can make, or I can give you the link where you can find most of the problem. Nowadays, the Xampp server is quite easy and they solve most of the problems. It's quite easy to do it. But now let's start downloading a Xampp server.